Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jenny, and in this channel I talk about everything related to money, such as budgeting, saving. I do cash stuffing video, investing, and more. And today's video I will be talking about the stock market, and the reason I decided to make it, I used to find the stock market to be really scary, overwhelming, because I did not understand it. In one hand, I wanted to invest to grow my money, my wealth, and build wealth. But in the other hand, I was really scared that I was gonna lose all my hard-earned money. And which make that totally sense, because like investing in the stock market is one of the riskiest form of investment, but also high risk, high reward. And that fear of losing money of kept me away from investing for a long time. So if you are the same, if you don't understand the stock market, and if you're ready to learn and understand how it works, this video it's definitely for you. And before we get started, if you see me looking down, it's because I write down everything that I want to talk about, so it's just me making sure that I cover everything. Also, if you haven't yet, I really appreciate it if you take the time to subscribe, comment, and like, or even share this video that someone that might be in interest with. That will really help the channel. Thank you. So what are stocks? Stocks, also called share, are basically a small part of a company. So when you buy a stock, like a share, you are owner, you own part of that company. For example, and we're gonna keep it simple, let's say there is this company ABC, and ABC has 1,000 share, and you decide to buy one share of ABC. So now you own 1/1,000 share. If you decide to buy two share, so you own 2/1,000 share, and it is the same principle, right? Instead of 1,000, ABC has 1,000,000, and you decide to buy 10 share. So now you own 10/1,000,000. Now that we know what are stocks, so why company issue stocks? There are many reasons for that, and the main one is to raise capital for growth and extension. Maybe this company want to acquire more asset, maybe they want to spend more money into research and development to make their product better. So instead of taking a loan, they can issue stocks. So they will, so us, we will give them money, and in return they will give us part of the company. In the US, our companies start private, and when they want to sell the stock to the public, that's when they transition from privately held company to a publicly traded company via what we call IPO, initial public offering. And when they go public, people like you and me are able to buy their stocks. Now the main question, and also I think it is the most important question, how do you actually make money in the stock market? There are two ways you can make money in the stock market. The first way, if it's like the company stock goes up in value, and then you sell your investment. So let's say you bought 10 share of ABC and cost you $50 a share. So meaning your initial investment is 50 times 10, 500. And over time, ABC does really well, great earning, lot of positive public news, a lot of people want to buy the stocks. What do you think will happen to the share price? It will goes up. And now let's say it is $70 a share. So now the value of your investment is 70 times 10, meaning 700. And the 200 that you earn, this is what they call capital gain. And you have to keep in mind that you only make money or lose money in the stock market when you actually sell. In the same example that I gave, if instead of selling you decide to keep your stock, you didn't actually, you only make money on paper, right? Your gain, it's not actual money, it's only on paper, which is why we call unrealized gain. And it is the same thing if instead of going up maybe the company did not have great earning, maybe there was like a lot of negative news, or people did not think ABC has much future, and the price go down. And if you didn't sell, you did not actually lose money. The reason is because the price might go back up again. So you only lose money if when you sell at a loss. So that's one of the ways that you can make money. The second way that you can make money in the stock market is through dividends. Dividends are when companies earn and decide to give a portion of their earning to those who bought the share investor. And this can be done monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. Although most companies pay dividends quarterly, and almost all the stock that I buy pay dividends. And the reason for that is because like my goal is to retire early and be able to hopefully be able to live off through my dividends. That is the dream. I still have a long way to go. Yeah, so now that you know how you can make money, you make me wondering, how can you actually buy stocks? You cannot buy stocks directly from the company, right? So you have to, first you need to open a brokerage account, and there's like plenty to choose from. The famous one are like Vanguard, Fidelity. I'm currently using Fidelity. There is Charles Schwab, Mary Edge. There's like TD Amistrade. Did I pronounce that right? And also there's a lot of applications such as like Robinhood, Webull. There's like Wemon Finance. So you have a lot of choices. And now it is like so easy to buy and sell stocks because you don't pay a fee anymore. When you buy and when you sell, there is like no fee. You don't pay anything. And also you can even buy fractional share. So if you don't have a lot of money, so let's say the same example that I just gave, right? ABC, and the price of the share is like $50. Maybe you don't have $50. Maybe you just have like $10, or you just have $20. And those brokerage account, they allow you to buy fractional share. You can buy only half of a share of ABC for $25, which is like, I think, pretty cool, especially for those that don't have a lot of money and want to start investing. So it allows you to start pretty small. And it's like a side note. It's like a stock has a particular symbol that only represents that stock. It's really unique to that stock. That's how you kind of distinguish them, is by the symbol. For example, if you see the symbol FB, it's always Facebook. There is like no other company that have the same symbol. If you see XOM, it's ExxonMobil. If you see AAPL, it's Apple, and stuff like that. And also like when buyer and seller come in, so buyer will bid a price, which is like how much they are willing to pay for a particular stock, and the seller will ask for a price, which is how much they are willing to sell the stock that they currently have. And when those two prices match, this is when the trade are executed. Maybe I'm a seller and I'm selling ABC and I want $52 for it, and you are a buyer, you want to buy it for, if you also want to buy it for 52, or you want to buy it maybe higher than 52, then the trade can happen. I can sell to you. And like we do, and all of this is done electronically. You just have to go to your brokerage account and you put the order, and it will happen kind of automatically. Like there's like nothing else to do. You just put the order, and if the price, and if there is like someone that is selling and the price matches, and the trade will happen. So the hardest part actually is knowing which company to buy. And I'm planning to make another video where I will be talking about the fundamental and technical analysis that you can do that can actually help with that. But the main thing is you need to only invest in company that you're actually familiar with, and only invest money that you're willing to lose, because you actually can lose money in the stock market. Invest for the long term. and you know, money that you don't need for at least, I would say, 5 to 10 years, even longer if you're saving for retirement. So invest for the long term. And if you're a beginner, most experts recommend to have at one time to have between 3 to 5 stocks in your portfolio. And a portfolio is basically the list of stocks that you currently hold, that you currently have, and they recommend like 3 to 5 for beginner. Yeah, honestly, I didn't really follow that rules. I think when I started, I had like what, 10 or maybe more, because I keep buying, and I think like 10 was kind of still manageable for me, especially since, you know, I started really small. I was just buying like 1 or 2 shares. It's not like, you know, I had a lot of money. And also, if you know, like, if you don't like doing research, if you like the really passive type of investor, instead of investing in individual stock, you can actually invest in an index fund, because index fund doesn't really require you to do any research. You just have to put money in. And I currently have S&P 500. I have the Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. I have the Fidelity Zero Large Cap Index Fund, and also invest in a Target Retirement Fund, Fidelity Freedom 250. And maybe if you want to have more diversification, you can add to the international stock market. You can add some bonds and maybe some like small cap company. I mean, it is up to you. And you also need to know, you know, like, if you do decide to invest in the stock market, you have to do your own research. Don't just listen to what people say in social media, on Facebook, on Reddit, on YouTube. You know, like, don't just listen if they, you know, tell you, oh, you need to buy this. Just like, don't go buy it without doing your own research, because this is your, you know, you work hard to make that money, and you don't want to lose it. So you want to do research, and like I say, like, invest. At least the minimum, you need to be familiar with the company. You need to actually know how the company make money. That's the most basic thing. If you don't understand how the company make money, most likely not a good idea to invest on that company. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this video was really helpful to you guys, and now you have a better understanding in the stock market and found it to be less scary. And once again, if you haven't yet, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Bye. Have a great weekend.